For life.
Yeah. Bullet cast. What's going on? Stacy. This elite podcast in here. Ain't nobody better. Look. Yeah. Listen to us every time we live in the side. When you turn it on, it's just defining the mind. If you feel it, our opinions is great. When everything we moving now in the state, turn us on. If the feeling is right, every opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the pod. You know what? That nickname's stupid. I hate the guy that gave it to me. I'm Podcasso. I'm Phillip Antoine. I got Brandon here and Brian Tronick of the award-winning Curveballs and Chair Shots because he's there along with Within the Ropes. But more importantly, he's a guy that doesn't do what he's told. He had one effing job, and he didn't do it.
Listen. Hello, casters.
You're the Bullet Cast champion, right?
It is me, the undisputed.
Yeah, you're muted, bud. All right. So some sad
guys. Love to be here. Great time.
Some sad news. Jeff Hardy has been released from WWE as of earlier this morning. It was confirmed by a Fightful. Sean Ross Sapp, SRS. Great guy. He's a great guy. You know? And but Jeff Hardy's been released from WWE. It hurts. This one hurt me, man. It really, really did. For those of you that know me, I am a Jeff Hardy mark. I love Jeff Hardy. I love the No More Words theme song. I love throwing up the hand signs. You know, I was thinking about cutting up some more socks and making some more armbands. I know I can just buy them, but there's a satisfaction feeling. There's a satisfactory feeling in just cutting them up. Brandon, what are your thoughts on the release of Jeff Hardy?
Well, I mean, it's really sad. We saw last week that he was doing a house show. There's fan footage of him kind of being sluggish, and then he just kind of dipped. He just kind of left the match, and then, we didn't really know exactly what was going on. We can infer because of Hardy's past, and then apparently WWE offered him help, go to rehab, whatever, and he apparently declined it. And so WWE, I guess, had to do what they had to do and released him. It's a sad situation all the way around. As much as I kind of say I'm not the biggest Jeff Hardy fan, kind of compared to like you or my illustrious co-host Dominic, I still appreciate Hardy. I mean, he's still, a guy that I enjoy to watch, and I understand why so many people love him. And it seemed like he was kind of on the right track. He was clean for, however many years. And then he was talking about, he was on the Stone Cold podcast talking about it. And yeah, I mean, this just kind of shows you how bad addiction is. I'm not, this seems to be what it is. So I'm just going to kind of talk about it like it is, and it just kind of sucks. Hopefully he, can get right and get back on the right track. Because as today showed, as much as it was a bad day for Jeff Hardy, it also showed how much everyone loves him.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Brian, you're allowed to speak now.
Oh, yes. Casters, hello there. I am Brian Tronick, the undisputed Bullet Cast heavyweight champion.
Shut up.
Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, very unfortunate, very sad, and it's kind of strange, considering that I just watched him on the Stone Cold Broken Skull podcast thing, and he was talking about, all his, the addiction and all the issues that he's dealt with, and he literally said that he knows that this is his last shot, like this is his last chance. And he doesn't, he said over and over that he didn't want to mess it up. He didn't want to take this opportunity for granted, things like that. So it really surprised me when I saw the reports of him being sent home, and then today being fired. It's pretty sad. It seemed like there was a big push for him coming soon. I don't know when. A lot of people were behind him. I don't know if they were actually going to push him or not, but kind of sad that we didn't get that last Jeff Hardy World Championship run. But I hope he gets help, and I hope he is okay.
Yeah, man. It hurt my heart, man. It really did. I love Jeff. I mean, watching him on that Steve Austin podcast and hearing him talk about the addiction, like Brandon just mentioned, and everything like that, we really thought, all right, he's clean now. He's good to go. I mean, there hasn't been any confirmation about what's going on. I know his wife put out on Twitter that she's fine, he's fine, and they'll be fine. I mean, you never know, man. Jeff might come back, because I mean he's been released multiple times, but he always seems to find his way back to WWE. I want to see Jeff Hardy back in WWE. I think his career should end in WWE. That's just always how I felt about guys that had such a long tenure there. Hey man, Jeff, we love you. Get well soon, my guy. Next up, WWE has input a new recruiting system. It's called NIL, Next in Line. They're going after college athletes, Division I athletes. Brandon, take it away.
So this has to come off the NIL name, image, likeness deal that the NCAA implemented. So now the athletes can actually get paid for their likeness and not just be, worked away and earn nothing while the universities make millions of dollars. But we do have the list, and I will be honest. I mean, I might know the schools they play for, but I, as the resident sports guy, I do not know any of these people. But we have Carlos Aviles he's a track and field star from Ohio State, Hallie Cavendier and Hannah Cavendier. I assume they're twins from Fresno State. Shout out Fresno State basketball players. AJ Ferrari, a wrestler from Oklahoma State. Lexi Gordon.
He's good. He has a great shot. I know that is.
Oh, you got the scouting report on him? Okay. Lexi Gordon, a basketball player from Duke. Aaliyah Hutchinson, a track and field athlete from Wake Forest. John Cran, a 400-pound football player from Portland State. Glenn Logan from LSU. Isaac, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. He's from Nigeria, and he plays for Alabama. Roll Tide. Mason Paris of Michigan. Wrestler from Michigan, go blue. Massa Russell, track and field athlete from Kentucky. John Seaton, football player from Ellen University. John Spivak, footballer from Northwestern. Dalton Wagner, a big boy from Arkansas. And Wiley White, track and field from Alabama.
All right. A lot of track and field stars. I got some quickness in there. Homie, who's at what you said, Iowa or Oklahoma? I forgot the wrestler. Oklahoma, right?
Sure, yeah, why not?
What's his name again?
Yeah.
I forgot it that quick. I've been
AJ
moving.
Ferrari.
AJ Ferrari. Thank you, Brian. You did something good for once.
Oh, Oklahoma State.
Yeah, AJ. I mean, amateur wrestlers, they tend to do very well in professional wrestling. I mean, Angle, Lesnar, Benjamin, Ziggler. I mean, Bob Backlund, the list goes on and on and on. So he'll be fine. Looking at the football stars, I mean, there have been football stars that have come into the business have been very successful, a la a Roman Reigns or a Bill Goldberg. And then you have others that didn't really stand the test of time. Not that many track and field star. I think the only track and field star that I know of is like Bianca Belair, and she's excelling. She's at the top of her game. She's the EST of the company for a reason. So,
Did you guys see AJ Ferrari's tweet?
No.
A lot of people were ripping him. He tweeted out and he said, "I'm extremely excited to announce that I officially have signed an agreement with WWE and I'm going to be a WWE superstar. You can bet all your money on Mr. Fast Twitch. I am coming for the WWE Championship title and belt." And people had a field day with this.
He might be talking about the Universal title and WWE title.
Not only that, but he used a bunch of emojis in this message. So
fire emojis, arm flexing emojis.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Is that what he used?
Yes, fire emojis. Definitely got the sunglasses in there.
I might have to look up this tweet. I'm going to look up this. Oh Jesus!
They call him Mr. Fast Twitch. That's his Twitter.
Fast
Mr.
Twitch
Fast
movements.
Twitch.
AJ, what's his name again? Ferrari.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a real name. If that's, I assume that's a shoot. Now it's a hell of a name. Better keep it, but they're probably not.
He'll be Daxton Clayton by the time he gets to WWE.
He'll be Alex Lamborghini.
What did you just say?
I don't remember.
Alex Lamborghini.
Yeah, instead of AJ
God.
Ferrari.
I guess, man. What do you? I mean, but seriously, guys. I mean, Brian, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm looking at his
love
Twitter.
it.
He seems like a guy who really loves emojis. Every single tweet has like an emoji every other word. Mr. Ferrari loves himself a good emoji.
Listen, I love this. Seems like exactly what Nick Khan was talking about. Was it back in August when he did that interview with, I believe it was Ariel Helwani. He was talking about the direction in which WWE is going. You know, they want athletes, they want people to be superstars, they want sports entertainers, and you know, getting these pure athletes like this. I mean, athletes, D1ers, what do you call them? D1 athletes, collegiate athletes. They've all had success in WWE. I mean, you go off the few names, Big E, you know, Bianca Belair, Roman Reigns. Okay, and that's just a few. I think that this is a good look. This is a good idea. I know all of them probably aren't going to be WWE superstars, but hey, the future looks bright.
Yeah, I mean, even if just like one or two of these people hit, then I think it's worth it. And you know, WWE, Nick Khan, Vince have been very adamant that they're not looking for the indie talent. They're looking for just pure athletes. And I don't know any of these people. I haven't like looked into their background or whatever. So one thing is, as much as they're great athletes, I really hope that they actually have like some sort of knowledge and love for pro wrestling or sports entertainment. But I mean, I would assume that's the case because they signed this deal with WWE, unless they just threw the bag at them and they just said, okay, you know, you want me, I'll take it.
And if they don't, Brandon, I feel like they better get to watching it right now. They better get to it because, you know, you can always tell. I mean, to be fair, I listened to Naomi on Jalen Rose's podcast or whatever. I don't know the name of it, but she was speaking to Jalen Rose, and she said that, you know, she wasn't a huge wrestling fan growing up, but she fell in love with it when she went to a wrestling event. So, you know, from then she became a big wrestling fan, and obviously she's one of the biggest stars right now. So
yeah, if I could attest to this.
Please,
you know,
please.
I mean, I'm not an in-ring competitor, you know, but I get to perform in front of a crowd, you know, by doing commentary. And yeah, man, you know, once you get out there and you hear that crowd, you catch the bug, you know. And I mean, if they're taking, you know, collegiate athletes, I mean, you know, I was an amateur standout in high school, you know, I was almost a league champion. I mean, I'm a section qualifier. I'm a North Coast section qualifier. I mean, you know, like VKM, Nick, you know, I mean, I'm here. If y'all need somebody, y'all let me know, man. Give me the 250,000. I'll move down to Orlando, and it's good. It's good.
I still think I got some NCAA eligibility on my resume. I go back to school, you know, sign the deal. Let's make it happen.
You're a little past your prime, Brian. Yeah. You're basically DDP. You're basically DDP.
I'm showing up at the Performance Center. I'm blowing up. It ain't working out.
It's okay. Come down during winter break. Okay. Come down. I'll get you in the room with the kids, and we'll get you in shape.
Okay.
All right.
Can I hit the mat? Can I take a bump?
Yeah, I take bumps all the time. Yeah, I'll teach you how to take a bump.
I'm excited.
All right, man.
I'm really coming.
Yeah, and like you were really gonna buy those tickets. Okay.
Oh, so about that.
Yeah.
What's next?
Graham's gonna replace you.
Who?
I don't know that. I don't know who that is.
He has a more popular podcast than Within the.
That is not true, sir.
MJF knows who they are.
Maybe more popular Twitter account, but
oh my God! SmackDown. Brock Lesnar returned. He had a promo with Sami Zayn. He attacked Sami Zayn, and then the Tribal Chief came down, beat Sami Zayn in 16 seconds to retain the Universal Heavyweight title. Brandon, how you feel about that?
Well, as much as, I do love me some Sami Zayn. I mean, at the current state of where he is, it was no shock that that's exactly what they had him do. But I will say, Brock Lesnar, I keep saying this. I think people underestimate how entertaining, how good of a talker Brock Lesnar actually is. Like, he's been with Paul Heyman, and Paul is one of the best talkers of all time. So he, Brock didn't need to talk when he had Paul by his side, but in the limited spurts, when he's kind of comfortable and he's understanding what he's supposed to be doing, I think Brock Lesnar is fantastic. I mean, even going back to when he was the Money in the Bank winner, he was doing the freaking the boombox shuffling on the stage. I mean, that was hilarious. Brock Lesnar doesn't get enough credit for, I think, having some charisma, because he's just big, scary, angry caveman.
Listen, I don't see. A lot of people had an issue with this. The setting up Sami Zayn and him getting the championship match and it being over in 16 seconds, and Brock Lesnar ultimately being the one to actually challenge Roman Reigns for the championship at day one. By the way, shout out to Migos, because they got that WWE theme song, that little bit of straightening. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty dope. But
hey, that day one recap's about to be lit, y'all.
It's litty. It's litty, right?
It's gonna be lit. hey, bro. I got my team throwing up the ones, bro. Like after the kids win, they throw up the one. They throw up the one.
See, you pushing you.
Bro,
it's all the family.
Yeah, we the ones.
We the ones.
I love it. I love it. But keep going.
I can't wait till I finally get my seat. Anyways, yeah, I think I don't know. Just kind of I didn't see an issue with Sami Zayn being he's a funny guy. And Brock has been amazing in this role, coming back by himself, no Paul Heyman to talk for him. He's been amazing. So I'm excited that he's getting the opportunity to go out there and do his own thing. I'm excited he's getting the opportunity to go up against Roman Reigns again.
At day one. That's interesting. I have a question for you guys. So, I mean, Brock, we could say he's had a Hall of Fame career, hands down. Both runs with WWE, the first run and this run. First run, great stuff at a young age. This run, into the streak, all that stuff. But the promo game, he never really talked that much because Heyman was always there.
Yep.
And do you think people will kind of back off he can't talk? Because I mean, I've heard that. You think people are going to back off that bandwagon now?
I think so.
I hope so. It didn't help when he did come back in 2012. He did that contract thing. He put his feet up. That was not good. I'll admit that was not a good segment. So I think that's why people that's like kind of the last thing they remember when Brock Lesnar's talking. But now that he's kind of, found his footing, he's back in wrestling for over a decade. I think he's definitely shown that he's much better than that.
That's crazy. It's really about to be 10 years next year.
And even the work he did, all the post-fight interviews he did in UFC, he can talk. He's a good talker. He can, even prior to fights, like, the build-up, he can sell some tickets. So, I agree with you, Brandon. I think it was that segment, and everyone was just like, oh my God, that was horrible. So they said never again.
Yeah, man. Brock sells tickets. He's an attraction, man.
That's facts.
Yes, we need every generation needs an attraction, and he's the attraction for our generation. I love it. You love it. Great seller too. Brock's selling is so good. Like people really don't know. Like when Drew eliminated him from the Rumble with that Claymore, I'm like, that was a beautiful bump over the top.
Yes.
Brian gonna be selling like that when he goes to training.
Yep.
Can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe it.
Spanish fly. Can I do a Spanish fly?
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe a flapjack.
Okay.
Maybe a flapjack.
Electric chair?
I think you should stick to the ground, buddy.
Okay.
Leave the flying to me,
Okay. You're right. Chill.
Be doing frog splashes in that piece, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man. All right. Inside of the ring or outside of the ring, apparently Charlotte Flair and Andrade have called it quits. This is the rumor.
As TMZ reported it, because if TMZ has reported it, then I don't believe it.
I can confirm that the two of them do not follow each other on social media anymore, and they have not liked any of their photos. Although there is some photos still up on her page of them two, but it is unlike them to go this long without posting each other, whether they're in the gym, supporting each other on Twitter after each other's matches. I haven't seen Charlotte do Andrade's move in a while, probably since.
I mean, the Survivor Series match, she pretty much used its entire arsenal. That was
pretty
like
much
3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So this is just very recent.
So okay.
Brian, you have a chance now.
I'm actually looking for another opportunity. I would like to be Charlotte Flair's advocate.
Personal ring announcer.
Absolutely. From the quick. Wait. Chill.
Do the gimmick. Do the gimmick. It's been too long.
From the Queen City.
Give it to me, Tronic. It almost makes up for you not buying those tickets.
Huh?
What?
Almost.
Jesus Christ.
Almost. Brandon got him.
I got my ticket.
Did you really? Are you sure?
I'm gonna sit right by Baby Huey.
Did you really buy a ticket?
I mean, I was going to, but now that Brian didn't get tickets, now I sold my ticket because it's such a hot commodity. I jumped on the opportunity to make some resell. Yes, I know I'm a bad person. I'm a reseller, but it's all Brian's fault. He's the reason I'm a reseller.
He sold it.
Fault, Brian.
Yep.
No, but I hope Charlotte and Andrade are okay. Yeah, I hope they're all right.
And Charlotte Flair is set to take on Toni Storm, so she better watch out coming into the queendom like that.
So I have a question for y'all. This is completely random. When did Carmel and Zelena Vega win the women's tag team titles?
The day after Survivor Series.
Swear to God.
Yes,
bro. I was watching the Raw highlights. I've been coaching y'all. I've been so entranced in the grind that I barely had time for sports entertainment, and that's not like me. You know, I do this 365 days a year.
That's right.
And I'm watching the highlights. I'm like, whoa. Did they steal the titles? Are those props or? Oh no, they're really the women's tag team champions. Okay.
Yep.
See, they won them fair and square.
And Dana Brooke is the 24/7 champion.
That's right.
Dave LaGreca from Busted Open, he got upset with the fact that Dana Brooke was presented as more important than Big E because she won the 24/7 title.
Huh?
Yeah.
How is that? How is she?
Because they made a big deal about it being her first championship with the company.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Zelena Vega. See, that's the beauty, I guess, about the 24/7 and the women's tag titles. It gives people an opportunity to hold a championship.
At least
everybody gets a medal.
Yeah.
I think real quick, I think Dana Brooke is, she deserves a chance. And if holding the 24/7 championship is a start or, hey, so be it. She's happy. She's proud.
Yeah.
I want that.
Do you remember that Breaking Ground show they used to do on the network?
Yes.
And she was like the focal point of that, right? I thought, back then I thought, all right, she's gonna run the ball in NXT and be the champ down there. That's what it was looking like, but it didn't happen. But congratulations to all three of those women. Yes. Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano say goodbye to NXT. Oh man.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
As of midnight, Gargano's is up. Is it the same for Mr. O'Reilly?
I think his in a few more weeks, right?
So in 50 minutes, Johnny Gargano will be a free agent. Maybe by the end of this podcast,
Johnny Gargano
will be a free agent.
Yeah. Does Tony Khan throw the bag and buy Rebel Heart and sign him?
Now, real quick, who listens to this guy, right? But Dave Meltzer says that he's gotten indication from people in NXT that they will both be back, that Johnny's going to be on maternity leave and Kyle, I don't know, I guess he's taking some time off, I don't know.
It's a possibility. I saw something. I saw some kind of graphic here. Let me find this. But Brandon, you were the resident NXT guy for so long. Why don't you talk about it?
So Kyle O'Reilly had his match with Von Wagner, as we rightfully predicted, he got absolutely crushed by Von Wagner and lost.
Yes.
Kyle O'Reilly, I do think his is more of a quote unquote certainty that he's leaving. I think he has much more options outside of WWE outside of WWE. He can do the thing with Cole and Fish and the Elite, or he can go back to Japan or ROH, quote unquote, if they're even a thing anymore. I think he can do a bunch of different things. Johnny Gargano, on the other hand, I think that one definitely is more up in the air. I think with Candice being pregnant, he's going to take some time off. Maybe he takes a few indie bookings here and there, but I don't think he's going to commit to anything quite yet. Because, I mean, Brian could talk to this. You don't exactly know how fatherhood's going to really hit you and change your life until the baby comes, and he can have a plan in place. And then by the time that kid comes out and everything's thrown for a loop, his priorities and everything changes, and maybe he doesn't want to wrestle anymore, or he just goes back to WWE because he feels that's the safe option. He can be a producer, he can be the old man. So I would love to see Johnny Gargano go somewhere else and be an AEW or wherever that may be, but I think it was left open that he could be back in WWE.
It's a possibility. I just sent you guys a photo. Tell me what y'all think about that. Could we see the Undisputed Elite in AEW? Cole, O'Reilly, and Fish?
It's possible.
Breaking news: Chris Jericho was checked into a UK hospital during the current Fozzy tour for a non-COVID related health issue.
Yep.
I hope Le Champion is okay.
Hope he's okay. It scared the hell out of me when I saw that headline. I
hope my friend is okay. I need to hit him up. But I mean, it would be interesting because they're kind of doing the story of Adam Cole is probably going to get fed up eventually with Kenny Omega whenever he returns. I think that'd be a nice way to go. The Elite versus the Undisputed Elite. That'd be an awesome 6-man.
That would be an amazing 6-man.
Yeah.
I think you know what? John Moxley, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's like the one who started this, right? Like contract up, gone, gonna go wherever I please type deal.
Yeah, because remember, like they just thought he was going to take some time off, but he jumped ship, and like WWE higher ups and Vince were like, "Oh, okay,
yeah,
all right, yeah."
This whole business is like turned upside down because of I mean, I guess AEW, right? I mean, Impact's always been around, New Japan, MLW, all these other places, but as soon as AEW came around, seems like everyone now is just sort of, weighing their options. They're like, you know what? Instead of re-signing with WWE, I'm going to wait. Or, you know what? Now I don't have to re-sign back with WWE. I can go wherever I want. There's so many, like you said, Brandon, so many indie promotions and things that you can do out there now. I think it's a done deal for Kyle. I think it's a done deal for Kyle. I think Kyle's going to go to AEW and join back up with Cole and Fish. And I think Gargano, he might just chill and wait, because he said that in February he'll be a dad, right? Isn't that what he said? I think he said February. So I think I would say, because some people I was reading like, oh, maybe he'll come back for Royal Rumble. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen because that's way too close to when his baby will be born. But who knows? Maybe he'll come back on the main roster. I don't know. It really sucks that the main roster is so like no one wants to touch that. No one wants to go there anymore. Cole didn't want to go there. It looks like Fish and Gargano obviously is like NXT, and that's it. We're not going to Raw or SmackDown.
Well, Fish got released.
I'm sorry, not Fish. O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano are like, nah. And then the word out there is that WWE has been offering these guys contracts saying, we want you, on Raw or on SmackDown or whatever. But they're just like, yeah, nah, we're good. So,
well, I think they look around and they see their contemporaries, and outside of Bianca Belair, there really hasn't been a true NXT call-up that's, done anything in the past 10 years, like since
Bray
the Shield.
Wyatt.
I mean, was he wasn't a part of NXT.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't like the NXT like it is now. Let's see. Kevin Owens Nah.
What
Sami
do you
Zayn.
mean Kevin Owens? Are you Intercontinental Champion, U.S. Champion, Universal? What are you talking about?
Bray Wyatt was a part of the more beginning developmental stages of NXT.
Kevin Owens didn't work. What are you talking about?
Kevin Owens could be a transcending generational star, and they haven't really done anything with him.
Is he not in the WWE title picture right now?
And then what happens when he loses?
We don't know if he's going to lose.
Out of the three people in that match, I mean, maybe Kevin Owens wins, but I would have Big E and Seth Rollins.
What if he wins and Big E chases him? What if Big E chases him to Elimination Chamber, whatever that February pay-per-view is going to be? We don't know.
Anything can happen. Anything is possible here in the World Wrestling Federation.
What if Kevin Owens wins and then him and Seth feud all the way to WrestleMania, and then Kevin Owens wins and he retains the WWE Championship at WrestleMania? That would be nice.
It's a possibility. So what else were we talking about here?
We were talking about Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano, and how he made everybody cry.
Yeah.
And that damn Grayson Waller beat him up.
Listen, real quick before we get into this damn wrestling, I have to say something about NXT 2.0.
What?
NXT 2.0 is some of the hottest action you're ever gonna see.
I'm trying to tell y'all, this is it.
They got it right this time.
Man,
they got it right.
This is it. NXT 2.0 is it. Put the title on Braun Breaker.
Now.
Give it to him. Get rid of Ciampa.
Get
rid of him. We don't need him anymore.
Grayson Waller came out to attack Johnny Gargano, and I thought that was excellent. An excellent way, because I feel like if you're going to leave, look, I'm going to clap for Gargano and Colorado because they did the right thing by leaving, making sure that they put over the young generation, the new up and coming, the 2.0 stars, and Von Wagner and Grayson Waller. I thought that was fantastic. It reminded me of something though. Remember, correct me if I'm wrong, wouldn't Cole's last match against Kyle?
Yeah, it was.
Damn, man, that's crazy how we thought like Kyle O'Reilly was heading into, he was going to be one of the guys on NXT.
I said that on the War Games recap, but you weren't there either.
I wasn't?
No.
What was?
Oh, that was Baby Huey. I thought that was Brian.
No.
Shout out to Baby Huey, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's my guy too. He'll be at West Coast Pro because he didn't forget to buy a ticket. You did this to yourself.
I love NXT 2.0, Phillip.
Yeah, I love West Coast Pro. So
Brandon, do you love NXT 2.0?
Brandon loves West Coast Pro. He wanted to go too, but what are we gonna do?
That was a loaded card. Bandito was supposed to be there, but he got the COVIDs.
Yeah, he got that Coco 19. He won't even be defending the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Oh,
pain.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a lot of stuff going. I will admit, I fumbled the bag. It's a lot of stuff going on that show. It's a lot. A lot. Like a lot.
Maybe next year Within the Ropes will come back.
Yeah.
Actually, now that you mentioned it, Within the Ropes is set to make a return for the new year. Don't miss out.
Why are you waiting till the new year? Why don't you just do it this week?
Listen. Day one. What better way to come back, baby?
Because you'll be here day one.
Double time.
No.
Hey, in fact, we're gonna be here, and then we just gonna go right over to Within the Ropes. Me, you, and Brandon. That's right, my guests. Day one. Oh,
so it's just Bulletcast 2.0.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I might be recording with the enemy. Ooh. This day.
That Twitter page? Oh.
I mean, it's more popping than Within the Ropes.
That Twitter page?
It's fine. Yeah, Roman knows about it. He likes those guys. Wish I could say the same about you. This day in wrestling, WWE Vengeance 2001. My friend Chris Jericho.
20
years ago today. became the first ever undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Baby! Yeah.
Don't forget about the great WWF Women's Championship match between Trish Stratus and Jacqueline. How could you ever forget about that, Phillip?
Well, I was going to get to that. It was a spectacular match. I gave it 5.5 stars.
What about the opener?
I gave it 5.5 stars. Stop looking at your tab. Like, come
I'm
on.
I'm not looking at the tab. I'm looking at the Vikings about to blow this 16-game lead.
Okay,
lead right now.
Keep looking up at your TV and tell me what happened at Tribute to the Troops 2005.
Tribute to the Troops 2005. That took place in Afghanistan.
Okay.
And
what was the big match?
John Cena versus The Big Show.
Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Come on. TNA Final Resolution 2012. Jeff Hardy wrestled Bobby Roode for that TNA heavyweight title. WWE Live India 2017. Jinder Mahal lost to Triple H.
You can never win in your hometown or home country.
Yes. And then happy birthday,
even though he's from Canada,
to the Olympic gold medalist, WWE Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle. You suck. You suck. Brian sucks.
No, I don't.
Brian sucks.
Listen, casters within the ropes is returning.
Stop calling them that.
At the casters.
Don't call my fans that. Jesus Christ.
Wait, within the ropes will be returning top of the year. Stay tuned. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be bigger than big itself. 2020 is the year of the Tronics, baby. The Tronic. No, wait. Listen, Phillip, before you move on, because I know you got some fan mail and it's fantastic. I want to say congratulations to Trent Seven and Tyler Bate on becoming the brand new NXT UK Tag Team Champions. They defeated Pretty Deadly on today's episode, and it was a banger. It was a banger. I'm a little sad because I love Pretty Deadly. They had some drip of the drippiest ring gear on, but they lost the titles, and Mustache Mountain was able to capture. Is this their first championship? They've never even been NXT tag champs before, have they?
I'm pretty sure they were NXT tag team champions.
I can't remember. I know they were several times on my WWE 2K game, but
yeah. I'm pretty sure they were champions.
Shout out NXT UK. It's the last remnants of NXT 1.0.
Yeah, see, not a lot of people are paying attention or care, but there's still some black and gold in NXT UK. If you like black and gold and you want to support the black and gold, just watch NXT UK that comes on every Thursday at noon West Coast time. It's not that big of a deal. This
is possible. We're gonna move on to the fan mail. Embrace Day X.
Mr. X.
Are Kyle and Johnny really leaving? Yes, they're gone. We're never gonna see them again. Was it me, or did it seem like everyone representing NC 2.0 came out of War Games looking like dicks? Von Wagner turns heel. Team 2.0 played the bad guys role. Shouldn't you have people cheering them up? Didn't we talk about how like the faces kind of got the boo, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much for every match except for the hair versus hair match, it kind of flippy flopped on the response. But I mean, what was NXT going to expect? The well-established veterans or the new guys that no one really knows too much about?
Then he also says, I saw something online talking about how they don't seem to be building up legitimate contenders for Roman's title. Yes, Brock is there, but he's just part-time. Plus, there is always Drew roaming on the horizon. Who else on the SmackDown roster can you see taking the championship off of Roman? There's possibility for Jeff Hardy, but Madcap Moss.
Good question.
Madcap Moss, baby. Happy Corbin and Madcap, baby.
Wow.
I don't know if you're going to put 2 years of storyline just to have Riddick Moss beat Roman Reigns.
Madcap Moss.
Sorry, Madcap Moss.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna have him beat him. That's absurd.
Just face him. Okay.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know who beats our tribal chief.
I mean, we've been talking about this for weeks and months of how weak the top tier men's roster is pretty much across the board. And when Roman is just killing everybody, I mean, it's hard to think of anyone outside of Drew. I mean,
it was going to be Adam Cole, but he left the company.
I mean, I'm reading, an old list after the draft, and half this roster has pretty much been released already.
Yeah. I don't know. Then he also says, "Oh my God, Riddle is the shaman." Yeah, I'm out. Okay, all right. We're gonna move on to Monday Night Raw. Big E defeats KO inside of the steel cage. Yeah,
he did.
That was great.
Good match. Bobby Lashley shows up and destroys everyone. So Lashley getting back in the fold, not quite yet, but maybe would this be WrestleMania or this? I think this is more like February, middle of the road, maybe Royal Rumble type feud.
Yeah. Becky Lynch retains the Women's Championship. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, match was so boring. I had to yawn. Jesus Christ. She retains with the big roll up.
I mean, this is kind of Becky's thing. She does the roll up with the hand on the ropes. I thought the match was pretty good. The crowd was dead for it, which did kind of suck. They put a lot of emphasis on Liv, like they did the video package beforehand. It was almost kind of like Hangman before his match with Kenny. And I mean, I thought it was a good showing from Liv. Wasn't fantastic. Wasn't a train wreck by any means, but yeah, you could have gone with Liv. Maybe I did notice that Becky was kind of wearing like the same type outfit she wore when she won at WrestleMania 35. I was like, oh, maybe this is kind of going full circle. Didn't happen. Maybe a little false flag there, but maybe this can build, and maybe Liv beats a or at a Royal Rumble. Maybe, I don't know.
You said what? I'm sorry, my mother was talking to me. You said what?
Maybe Liv is the one to beat her because I don't see too many others.
No,
besides like Bianca.
It has to circle back to Bianca. It has to circle back to her somehow. She has to win like the women's elimination chamber or something like that.
Who, Liv?
No, Bianca. She has to be the one to take the title off of Becky to avenge SummerSlam.
See,
now
that's the thing. That's the difficult thing about this is that you don't want people to think that you've forgotten about Bianca, but at the same time, you don't want to make people upset because you didn't let Liv become Raw Women's Champion. Like that. It's a tough spot, right?
But I feel like Liv, like a lot of people like on the internet like her, but when it comes to her reactions in the arena, they're not that strong.
We were there in the arena. You were like, why aren't they cheering for her? I'm like,
yeah.
So, I mean,
it's true. It's true. It's see, and that's the thing that I say that even about Goldberg. People on the internet hate him, but boy, when that music hit,
the boom, boom. Yeah, like, bro, even like when people like at the height of the Roman hate, when that Superman punch happened, I heard people pop for it. Like being in the building, I heard them pop for it. I'm like, yeah, y'all like him. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all know what's up, man.
I'm still waiting for people to turn on Vince when his music pops up, but they just always cheer him and boo him.
Can you really boo that song?
But then those same people will go on Twitter and be like, "Oh, Vince is ruining WWE. He doesn't know what he's doing." Yada yada yada. It's like
he doesn't know what he's doing. He's been doing this for 40 plus years. You really think you living in your mom's basement can do a better job? Shut up. You're 35. You work at a Target. You live in your mom's basement. Shut up.
I'm 27. I work at a digital agency, and
I'm not even talking to you.
Okay, totally sure.
Do you make pictures?
You know who I'm talking about. These marks. These
Brandon's
real
Peter Parker.
These real marks, bro. Hey, these AEW marks are out of control, bro. Can I read?
Very out of control.
Can I read you guys something?
Yeah.
Let me read you guys this. So on AEW, there was that tag match with the Acclaimed or whatever, and then one of the Acclaimed guys he really kicked Brian Pillman Jr. in the face, and then I was on a Twitter thread, And people are like, wow, WWE doesn't make it look that real. And then somebody was like, well, yeah, because that's sports entertainment. This is pro wrestling. This is real over here. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Are you serious? Are we really saying this right now?
We're talking about the same company that I sat and watched. What's her name? Riho set up a dive off the top turnbuckle onto Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker, and they just stood there waiting for her to jump off. Mind you, the camera catches Jamie Hayter looking up at the turnbuckle, and then they move the camera a little bit, and she's still able. I mean, she caught her and she like threw her against the pole, but still, that my point is, you want to talk about real? Let's get real.
But yeah, I just thought that was
real.
Ms. TV, the rated R superstar, talking about how what do you say? His Jordan 3s were better than Mrs. $9,000 shoes.
Yep.
I was like, I love
Edge
it.
know what he's doing,
man. They went there, man. You know, they talked about the Miz getting kicked out. You know, like he was kicked out of the locker room for eating a piece of chicken. He was kicked out because he was more famous than half the guys in the locker room. And then, you know, Edge talking about, hey, I tried to give you some advice. You didn't want to hear it. So they're going to go at it at day one. I'm not feeling this, man. Edge versus Miz at day one. I like that.
They're really going after the shoot angles. They're, you know, trying to infuse some reality, which I'm fine with. I mean, yeah, I kind of see them trying to, you know, going kind of the same route as the MJF CM Punk thing, trying to, you know, top one after another. But
what do you mean?
I mean, they're shooting on each other, brother.
WWE's been doing this for years. There's nothing to do with AEW.
I mean,
it has nothing to do with that company.
I mean, Edge did specifically reference CM Punk's reference to The Miz in his promo.
Look, that probably wasn't going to happen, but because it happened before, Edge was probably like, all right, I'll work this in somewhere.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Just a happy coincidence.
Yeah. That's just Tony Khan trying to get some more WWE fans, bro. Now people are going to go to Twitter or on Google. What somebody mentioned the Miz's name on another show. What is it? Where? And then he gets some AEW fans. You see, I know what Tony Khan's doing. He's trying to steal the loyalists, but he's not going to.
Don't look like it from the ratings.
Man, reruns of Friends get more viewership than Rampage.
And I mean, Dynamite got 850 something K this week.
Jesus. Reruns of Texas. What is that? What is that? A Walker the Texas Ranger?
It was a big NBA game on though.
They probably get more views.
I mean, they get more. Rampage. I mean, Dynamite gets more views than NXT 2.0.
That is true.
No.
Okay, but
you see, they haven't counted the real DVR. They haven't counted all those by the time that happens. Yeah. You see. Well, I took a ratings course. I know what I'm talking about.
NXT's viewership is like over 60. So, you know, they're really old and they go to bed early. They fall asleep. So they record it for later.
Bro, it's on too late. Once they click it and press play, that's how you get the ratings and the data from that. See, people don't know that. People really don't know that.
They you know, they forget it. They put it off. They watch it. They forget about it until the next week, and then they watch it again.
Yeah, the older people that are watching NXT 2.0, they're watching daytime court TV or Days of Our Lives or Young and the Restless, stuff like that.
There we go.
Yeah, General Hospital. Mm-hmm. Judge Judy. Did you know Jerry Springer? Did you know he was a judge? I didn't know that, guys.
I saw a clip on Instagram.
My grandma, I went over her house the other day and she was watching the show. I'm like, this is fascinating. This is better than the show. This is better than the show.
Jerry Springer, also a real politician.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I'm going to be a politician at some point in time. I think I want to be senator of California.
Okay. Can you legalize? If I help you get there, can you legalize sports gambling?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I think I want to work local politics first, possibly. You know, president of of a board, and then become mayor. You know, stuff like that.
Just legalize sports gambling, so I could be the next Pat McAfee and make $30 million a year.
Jesus. Okay. All right. Street Profits defeat AJ and Omos, and Omos walks away from AJ. Some dissension.
It's getting there. I think it's still slow building. I would assume it's going to culminate at WrestleMania.
That would be that's gonna AJ's gonna bump everywhere for that guy.
Maybe the Rumble.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say maybe the blow ups at the Royal Rumble with the matches and until WrestleMania.
I would say almost throws AJ over the top rope. God, people are gonna hate that if that happens.
I need AJ Styles to win a Royal Rumble, man.
AJ's been buried.
I need my friend to win a Royal Rumble.
Honestly, AJ should be in this WWE title picture also. Can you imagine AJ Styles, Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship?
Hey, those matches they had for the US title back then were cool. People don't talk about those.
They don't.
They were good.
They were fantastic.
They were very good.
Shout out to the Street Profits. I have a bad feeling about the Street Profits right now.
Why do you have a bad feeling about the Street Profits?
I feel like the Street Profits are going to fall into a hole that Street Profit fans are not going to like. Somebody is going to be split. They either going to be split up or somebody going to be let go.
I don't know. Hey, Docs might get the boot because Bianca and Montez were on Hot 97, with Rosenberg and Ebro and Laura Styles, and the way Montez carried himself, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a single star, man. That is a single star. That's
Some people, if they're drafting a promotion, they would just take Montez over, the tag team.
That's what I did. BET is going to be lit with Montez. The BCCW is about to be cracking lacking like some peanuts at Texas Roadhouse. Yes, sir.
It's all about the bread.
Man, the rolls with the cinnamon butter. All right, guys, this is a serious question. Now that you've said this, so I need to know what's better: the cheese toasted Sizzler.
Don't know what to talk about.
You've never had Sizzler?
I don't go to Sizzler.
You've never had Sizzler?
I don't.
You've never had the cheese toast. My mom said, "What's wrong with you?"
I don't remember the cheese toast. But
okay, so the cheese toast. It's okay. What about Red Lobster? Have you had the biscuits? Have you had the cheddar biscuits?
Nope. There's no Red Lobster really around me, so I never went.
Bro, there's like one in Fremont. Brandon, I'm treating you to Red Lobster one day. I need you.
Brian, have you been to Red Lobster? My uncle's dad used to love Red Lobster. That was like where he would go for his birthday. He also loved Hooters. The one time he went, it was an event. Shout out Hooters. RIP Hooters in Dublin. It was a great place. Great establishment.
Did they close?
Yep.
When did they close?
I think they COVID shut down.
Oh man.
F's in the chat for Hooters.
Oh God, man. When I was in New Jersey, the hotel I was at, there was a Hooters connected to it. Great time. The fried pickles to die for. Absolutely great.
I'm more of a Dave and Buster's guy.
You don't like Hooters, Brandon or Brian?
Yeah, I do.
You do? What do you like about Hooters?
More of a Twin Peaks kind of guy.
Hey, I went to Twin Peaks in Vegas. I saw one of the chicks from the Bad Girls Club.
Really?
Yeah. I was
talking about Tiffany Stratton from NXT?
No, it was no. But the Street Profits guys, every time their theme song comes on, you know how it goes? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm so stupid. I'm like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch it, tag up by the toe. I'm stupid, guys. I'm sorry. I be doing it. I pop myself sometimes, guys.
It's hard to not do that, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When you're into it, when you're just enjoying good sports entertainment and fantastic theme songs, might I add, okay?
That theme song slaps.
I don't know what people get talking about WWE's theme songs. Ain't slapping.
Hey, you know who had a raw-ass theme song, which I wish he would go back to being a single star? Humberto Carrillo. Deligas. I'm like, oh, that's
he used that for like a month, right? And
bro, hey, that was lit. Kaden Carter, she has an okay theme. I'm a big Kaden Carter fan.
Shout out Kaden Carter. Underrated.
Great. That's Bulletcast's favorite Instagram follow. Yeah. She was in a group on the Indies with Bestia 666 and Angel Garza. I forget what that group was called. Superstar Spotlight. Who do we got? I'm giving it to everybody competing at West Coast Pro tomorrow because we won't be there. Brandon, do you know why we won't be there? Because somebody forgot to buy the tickets.
So for those of you out there, ladies and gentlemen,
for those of you that
Casters
know, here
universe,
I'll tell the story. I don't want you to interrupt me. You'll be muted. Yeah, Brian was supposed to buy tickets to the hottest ticket probably of the year for West Coast Pro. I mean, besides like the Suzuki stuff, yeah. But like this is the last show. AJ Gray, Jacob Fatu, Maus, South City Street Fight in the Yay for the West Coast Pro title. Carl Fredericks is going to be here. Juicy, my boy Juicy's here. Ray Horace, ACH is going to be in action. Alex Shelley, who I've loved ever since the Motor City Machine Guns. I wanted to see all these guys, but no.
Got caught up. I got caught up and just I've had a busy schedule this week. And
you better get caught up in his ass whooping and keep talking.
Casters, I've gotten caught up. It's just been a busy week.
It's been a busy week.
I want to say good luck to everyone involved and participating at West Coast Pro.
Will you buy the tickets for the next one? No, actually, no. Let's stop. I'll buy my own ticket for that one. Brandon, buy your own ticket for that one. Brian, buy your own ticket for that.
What you talking about? We going together.
No. We'll go together, but we're each gonna buy our own tickets. So in that case, I buy tickets and you don't show up like you normally do.
Normally.
Or if I want to go and you say you're gonna buy the tickets and you don't buy the tickets.
Who the hell?
I mean, I think the people really need to know who you truly are.
Oh, they know, and they're
gonna
ghosting
us, man.
I've not. Okay, listen, Casters. Phillip, he's amnesia. Something going on with him. Okay,
amnesia. You got the amnesia. You don't understand that you're not the Bullet Cast champion.
I am the Bullet Cast heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
My superstar spotlight is I want to give a shout out. It's a two-parter. One, I want to give a shout out to Austin Theory. He's doing a hell of a job with the boss man. Yeah, that's right. And then two, shout out to Jade Cargill. I see people then pushed her and bullied her off of Twitter. I didn't quite get exactly what happened. All I know is that she expressed her feelings on, how black women in wrestling are treated, and people didn't like that, and they took it one way, and so she just said, forget all this, and she deactivated her Twitter.
Bro, you see, it's all those AEW stands. What do you mean? You're with the hottest company in the world. You're being treated just fine. Yeah.
And I seen real quick. Serena Deeb, who's she married to?
I don't know.
I think she married to hold on, let me get that. Sorry. Give me a second. Hold on.
Do we not know who she's married to? Brandon, do you know who she's married to?
No clue.
So, I mean, since Charlotte's available, you sliding in those DMs? Brandon, are you?
I'll leave that up to Dominic.
Oh, he's gonna make the decision.
Well, I mean, not for me, for him. Let Dominic, he may or may not have already tried.
I thought Dominic was cuffed up.
We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, have you guys? I mean, we can get real here for a second. Have you guys ever slid in celebrities' DMs?
One time I recorded some like stupid video, nothing like sexual or anything, but on Snapchat, and I just randomly sent it to Kylie Jenner because it said I could. So I was like, sure, why not?
Did she open it?
I don't think so. Hate to see it.
She might have. Checked. Do you even still have Snapchat?
This was like 3-4 years ago.
Do you even still have Snapchat?
I might have deleted it, honestly. Okay. Yep, I deleted it. Hate to see it.
Oh my God. Oh man. I remember one time Brandon sent me a Snapchat of him watching like some old WCW. Those are good times.
No clue. Don't even remember that.
Yeah. It was like the one time you ever Snapchatted me. Good times. Brian, do you know who she's married to?
No.
Okay.
I can't find it.
All right, so let's get to our match pick of the week. That would be who would that be?
If it's the match pick, it's me. And since we didn't even talk about anything about AEW, we got a big show next week. We got Winter is Coming. Bryan Danielson taking on Hangman Adam Page. So I decided, let's go back in time. Let's see a Hangman Adam Page match. We normally don't talk about his matches back in the day. So we're going to go to Supercard of Honor 2000. 2018. We got Hangman Page taking on Kota Ibushi. This was obviously 2018. Hangman Page getting a name for himself, being with the BTE boys, but I don't think we would have imagined him reaching the heights he has today. So this was a fun, solid match. And go out of your way, check it out. It's on Ring of Honor's YouTube channel. You can watch it in its entirety.
Yeah, that Ring of Honor channel might not be around much longer, so get it all in. Brian, promo pick of the week.
Well, I was gonna pick a promo involving CM Punk and Jeff Hardy, but I just feel like that probably wasn't the best way to go. So I'll just go with the next best option, and that's CM Punk's promo that he cut on AEW Dynamite last night in Long Island, New York, the home of MJF. I thought it was one of his best ones since being in AEW, since coming back to pro wrestling. It felt like the real CM Punk, you know? So yeah, I enjoyed it. Brandon, did you enjoy that promo?
I did enjoy it. I liked the one-on-one Punk MJF promo better, but being in Long Island, the crowd was booing CM Punk. Not like I think it was more kind of just like tongue-in-cheek booing, but you can tell Punk was having fun kind of playing the heel role. And I mean, we're seeing with Brian, he's playing a solid heel. I think if Punk ever wants to do it, he could. But I do think it is, maybe not the best way to go that route, unless, we get a Cody situation. People start turning on Punk whenever that may be.
Yeah.
By the way, what was that Cody promo? He's turning heel now, right? I mean, he has to after that.
No.
I mean, I seen him heading towards that heel tunnel, and he turned around like, oh. He said, oh, my bad.
Just like it was your bad for not buying tickets. All right, guys, thank you so much. That is going to do it for the Bullet Cast. Stay clean, stay strong, stay safe, get vaxxed and waxed. That Rona, yeah, is still out there. Be breezy. Brian sucks for not buying tickets. We out.
Bulletcast@gmail.com. Bulletcast on Twitter.
Brian sucks for not buying tickets. We out.
Yeah. Bullet Cast. What's going on? It's Teasy.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.